NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the former Illinois man, it's Josh Ferguson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Ferguson, the ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Fournette, a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. 50, flip.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joe calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57
Minshew sets to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Jaguars.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Number 53. 53.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
Tackle made at the 21.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On for the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive will start with Josh Ferguson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, he finds Smith out of the backfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Get the ball. 47.
Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Darnold.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And 11.
So the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. 6 man. Lady. Check cross. Four the mic.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 30 base. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Pass complete.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
56
To throw on 2nd and 6, Minshew. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jaguars.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Jacksonville.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Cut, cut, cut. Hey, go. Check, watch 54,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Hughes pass complete to Jamal Agnew. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 16-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get ready. Get ready. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Right back to Ferguson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ferguson, the ball carrier. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
44's the mic. All day, punt. Man, 80. 44's the mic.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's Mims. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mike's Fofo. It's got to be some lady. Here we go. 44, 44. Mike, 44. Come on. Red 80. 44's the mic.
Darnold on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Now Darnold. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And 6.
The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's McNichols. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Muhammad. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
1st and 10.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st down, Darnold. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Here's Ferguson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Play action. It's Darnold. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Number 28.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's Muhammad. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the carry for
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, what the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 48, Jets 20. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Man, 80. Motion, lady.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
You're not ready. You're not ready. 47 is the mic, boys. 47. Check.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
We're going to sign. It's the mic. 47 is the mic. All day, every day.
Oh, wait, hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 47 mic. What?
Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
47. Check, 47. Hey, let's get this.
Darnold from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold, he's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Ashton Davis there.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It'll be Minshew again. And Eifert has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Today's final score, Jaguars 48.